me and Tiro got to drive to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Shouts out to everyone in Fort Wayne that came out to the Embassy Theater. That was a great show, just to put a button on the weekend. But here's where my week went left. Monday, I get up, and my flight's at 7:30 out of Fort Wayne. And I get to the airport, and me and T-Row left my hotel at 6. He dropped me off. He drove back to Pittsburgh. And I'm sitting there, and they said, we're not going to board till like 9. I was like, oh, my God. I could have slept in. I don't mind getting delayed. I get it. I told you a couple months ago about the Birmingham story. But I was just like, man, it's the worst when you get up super early because I got up at 5:30, and I could have just slept in. And then it got delayed to 10:30. And we didn't leave, so I guess something was going on in Chicago. Get to Chicago O'Hare. I've already missed my connections, so I'm delayed out of there. They rerouted me completely because once Chicago shuts down, people start getting bumped and moving around. I got bumped completely. They flew me. My flight, they was supposed to start at 7:30, and I was supposed to land in Houston at 11. So I was Fort Wayne to Chicago, Chicago to Houston. Long story short, they rerouted me. I went from Fort Wayne to Chicago, Chicago to St. Louis to Houston. I didn't land in Houston until 11 p.m. I was supposed to land at 11 a.m. So my flight was supposed to start at 7:30 and end at 11. My flight started at 7:30, which, by the way, is 6:30 in Houston. So really, I started an hour behind. So I could have flown to Greece or Australia, as much as I was just sitting around airports Monday morning and Monday night and Monday afternoon. I was like, that's the first time all 3 of my flights got delayed. I got delayed out of Fort Wayne. I got delayed out of St. Louis. I got delayed out of Chicago, and I got delayed out of St. Louis. I was like, I ain't never been so delayed in my life. That was the longest day of flying. I was like, oh, my God. It was just, I don't know. All I did was watched House of Dragons, which, by the way, that season finale was terrible. It just ended. There was no climax or nothing, just all building up to a war. Watched Big Brother. That's a guilty show I love. And then all I did was walk. I walked the airport to get all my steps in because I understand at my age I'm supposed to get between 8,000 and 10,000 steps. I got them yesterday at the airports. So I was like, I'll just use this to get all my steps in. So the funniest thing happened, though, out of that whole day was when I was at the St. Louis airport, I went to Starbucks, and it was like 2-3 baristas, and they were all black girls. And there was a white lady behind me in line. And I was on the phone as I was ordering, and then one of the black girls was like, are you Gary Owen? Are you Gary Owen? And I was like, yeah. And then she goes, you mind if we get a picture? And I got my earbuds in. I'm talking to my cousin on the phone. And they think, yeah. So I literally told my cousin, I go, hold on, man. All these black baristas want a picture real quick. When I said all these black baristas want a picture, this white lady, I think she shit her pants. It was that, what did I say a couple months ago? It was that pee come out of the tip moment. You know, as a guy, when you're scared, a little pee comes out the tip. When you're startled, a little pee came out the puss with this lady because she looked, she went, oh. And then all the black girls are going, you crazy, Gary, get a picture. It was funny. She looked so relieved. I ain't never seen a white lady damn near shit herself and then go, oh. And then it was funny because, I'm on the phone with my cousin, and I was like, hold on, these black baristas want a picture real quick. I said, these black baristas are bothering me, man. They want a picture real quick. So when I said these black baristas are bothering me, they want a picture real quick, that's when the white lady went, oh. And then when the black girls all started laughing, and then she was like, literally, this is her face, oh. And then she's trying to figure it out. And so now I'm taking pictures with them, we're laughing, cutting up. And then now she goes, I got to ask, what do you do? And as I said, I'm a comedian. And then she asked my name, and I'm going to have to look you up. And so probably got a new fan out of it. But it goes back to the whole, almost like the cancel culture, can't say anything out of place. Like, now, granted, if these black girls didn't know me, I wouldn't say anything like that. But the funniest out of all of it was the white lady that almost shit herself. And then the relief. She was so relieved. I think she thought it was about to go down in St. Louis. her face, I can't replicate it. It was just, oh. I mean, it was just like, oh, race riot. Oh, we're good. It was so funny to me, man. So funny.